There is more that you need to see, young ones. More that you need to know.
The ballroom glimmered with golden light, laughter, and the sound of polished boots sweeping across marble floors. Chandeliers sparkled overhead like captured constellations, and in the midst of it all stood Vaelor Thorn, a name whispered with admiration throughout Arn Hall. He was the crown of nobility's youth, tall, striking, and born into a life of effortless grace. By day, he trained with blunted blades under the old masters, earning scars he wore like decorations. By night, he danced and drank beneath banners bearing his family crest, the gilded hawk. The people adored him. The nobles envied him. Some said even the princess smiled too long when he entered the room. And so, the boy who believed the world his inheritance returned home one dusk from another day of charm and triumph, the scent of wine still on his collar, his laughter still echoing from the city gates, to find his family estate crawling with royal guards. The banners of House Thorn hung limp in the torchlight, as his mother and father were dragged in chains across the courtyard. The soldiers wore the king's crest, a crowned stag stamped in crimson.
By decree of His Majesty,
The captain barked.
House Thorn is charged with conspiracy against the crown.
Vaelor had laughed, disbelieving at first. But when he met his mother's eyes, wet with fear, yet calm as the lake where she once taught him to swim, his laughter broke. That night shattered the world he thought immutable. The next week saw him stripped of his inheritance, forced into the title of Lord Thorn with a crown of ashes. His family's name became a jest at court, a cautionary tale whispered between nobles who had once feasted at his table. Then came the trial, a performance more than a proceeding. His parents spoke little. Their silence was more dignified than the accusations thrown like stones. The king sat above it all, his smirk hidden behind jeweled fingers. And when the verdict came, the gavel struck like thunder. Treason, by royal decree. The executions were swift, public, merciless. In the hollow quiet that followed, Vaelor sat in the empty estate, surrounded by portraits of smiling ancestors. His closest friends, a half-elf cleric, a fiery tiefling bard, a grizzled fighter, an old artificer, stayed by his side as the house servants packed their lives into boxes. The laughter that once filled the halls had turned to whispers of pity, but pity was intolerable to him. So when the royal ball was announced, a celebration of the king's justice, Vaelor attended. He strode through the grand hall in his finest white and gold, head high, jaw set. When the king approached, surrounded by courtiers and sycophants, Vaelor fell to one knee.
Your Majesty,
he said, voice trembling with pride and venom alike.
Grant me one chance to restore what was lost. Send me where none dare go. Let me rebuild the crown's fortune, or die trying.
The king's smile was all teeth.
So be it. The Valley of Goldhaven awaits. Make it thrive, and your family's stain may yet be washed away. Fail, and your line will end, forgotten beneath the dirt you dig.
It was exile disguised as mercy, and so Vaelor rode from the capital the next dawn, his banner torn from its pole, his friends following in silence. Behind him, the towers of Arn Hall shimmered in the morning light, a city that once adored him, now closing its gates forever. As the road turned toward the misty horizon, Vaelor did not look back again, only forward, toward the cursed valley that would either redeem his name or bury it in gold.